Munson Music. I'm going to talk about how you can play a song called Love Me Like You Do by Ellie Goulding. Love this tune. And we're going to end up capoing on first fret to kind of match the recording. We'll walk through a couple things in root position. We start off with our intro progression on a G major chord. And normally you do this first finger on the A second fret, second finger on the low E third, and third finger on the high E third fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a G major chord and it sounds really happy. Now you may also do, I'm putting third finger on the B third, pinky on the high E third. You're kind of working that for your G major. And then from the G, we'll be going to a B minor chord. Now normally you would do this as a second fret bar. We'll talk about some easy options here too. But then 2 on the B string third, third finger on the D fourth, pinky on the G fourth. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a B minor. Now you may also dig on lifting the pinky, making that a B minor 7. Or another way to play B minor 7, we'll be doing first finger on the A second, second finger on the G second, third finger on the high E second. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, the sad sounds of B minor. Now, especially because we're coming from that G chord, you may dig on a drone voicing for B minor. Doing first finger on the B second, second finger on the G second, third finger on the B third, pinky on the high E third, which would be a really cool way of doing the B minor chord. Or you could even lift the pinky and make it a B minor 11. And then from the B minor, we'll be going to an E minor chord. And normally you do that first finger on the A second, second finger on the D second, and if you strum all those together, it sounds an E minor chord and it sounds really sad. Now you may also dig on putting third finger on the B third, pinky on the high E third. Kind of working that for the E minor. That may make that change a little bit easier from the G to the drone voicing for B minor to the E minor chord. And then from the E minor, we'll be going to a C major chord. And normally you do this first finger on the B first fret, second finger on the D second, third finger on the A third. And if you strum the A string to the high string, the beautiful, wonderful, happy sounds of C major. Now, around C's in general though, you may want to think about lifting the first finger, making that a C major 7. Or you can add in the pinky on the B third for C major 9, kind of say some stuff around it. Or, another way to play C major 9, we'll be doing first finger on the D second, second finger on the A third, third finger on the B third, pinky on the high E third. I made that even easier to get from the E minor 7 to the C, just kind of moving down 3 and 4. And then from the C, we'd be going to a D major chord. And normally you do this first finger on the G second fret, second finger on the high E second fret, third finger on the B third fret. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, the happy sounds of D major. Now you may also dig on lifting the second finger, always a fun finger to lift. That makes a D sus2. Or you could add in the pinky on the high E third for D suspended. That way you've got some things you can kind of say around the D chord. And then from the D we go back to our E minor chord, kind of some more E minor. And there's a couple different strumming options you may want to think about through the tune. You could work kind of a down count idea, kind of 8 downs on each one. G, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, B minor, E minor. And I'm adding a little bit of right hand muting, kind of taking the right hand, putting it down on top of the sound, make that a little sneaky. C, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, D, E minor. And there are definitely places in the tune where you may want to work that same chord progression, just with big downs, actually just to kind of simulate the feel of the tune. Might be kind of cool, especially when those string parts come in. You can kind of hear that part. And actually, we'll talk more about that towards the end. E minor, E minor. Or you may dig on a strum pattern. And one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, up, down, up. So if you took the G and just tried that a lot, you have down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So we tried that through that intro progression, which kind of becomes our verse. We have the G, B minor, E minor, or E minor, C, D, E minor. It'd be a cool way to kind of work it too. Or if for myself, this can be a little bit challenging, but there are definitely points in the tune where I was like, oh man, I just got to do this. Going into a 16th note strum pattern. And what I mean by that is if you're tapping your foot to the beat, right now we're dividing our beat into 2 parts with our down, down, up, up, down, up. 1, 2, 1, 2, and that's called an 8th note. What a 16th note is where you divide that into 4 parts. So kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. favorite 16-note strum patterns is a long down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up. And what I mean by that is if you take the G and do it down for 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what you'd be doing on the first beat. Then on the second beat, you do it down on 1, down on 3, up on 4. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. Then on the third beat, you do it up on 2, down on 3. So kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, up, down, 1, up, down, 1, up, down. And then on the last beat, you go down, up, right along with the 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up, down, 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 down. So all together, you got down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, down, down. So we tried that through our intro verse progression. We had the G, B minor. For our intro, twice for our verse, and then going into our chorus part. Our chorus starts on a G chord, and then we go to our B minor, and then we go to our E minor, and then we go to our C, but then we go to an A minor chord. And normally you do this first finger on the B first fret, second finger on the D second fret, third finger on the G second fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an A minor chord. It sounds so sad. Now you may also dig on lifting the first finger, you get an A sus2, or you can add in the pinky on the B third for being suspended, kind of say some stuff around it. Or you may dig on lifting the third finger and making an A minor 7, or jazzing it with the pinky on the high E third for an A minor 7. Or you may dig on an A7 sus if you're digging those drum voicings, doing first finger on the D second, second finger on the G second, third finger on the B third, pinky on the high E third. It'd be a cool way to kind of work the A minor too, and then that way you could leave 3 and 4 down from the E minor, or from the C major 9 to the A to the E minor. You kind of dig on that. And then from the A minor, then we go to an E minor chord, and then we end up on a D chord at the end of our chorus. And some more D. And our bridge is kind of a variation of a lot of those things that we've been talking about. Now the weird part is, to play along with Ellie, instead of starting on a G chord, she's starting on an A flat major chord. So to play along with the recording, what you want to do is take a capo, and if you put the capo on first fret, then now your G is really an A flat major, and your B minor is really a C minor chord, and your E minor is really an F minor chord, and the C is really a D flat major chord, and your D is really an E flat major chord, and your A minor is really a B flat minor chord. So to take it from the very beginning, you could work that intro with just the down idea, kind of G, B minor, E minor, or you may dig it on down, down, up, down, C, D, or even on that intro, you may want to try just big downs. Actually, it can be very cool to work through the chords too. And then from the intro, then we'll be going into our first verse, which is that same progression. So we try that down, down, up, down, up. G, B minor, E minor, E minor, C, D, E minor, E minor. Or if you're digging on the 16th, G, E minor. Into our chorus part. You can do that any of those ways we've been talking about. So we tried it, we could do a down idea. G, B minor, or you might be digging on the down, down, up, down, up. E minor, C, A minor, E minor, D major, D major, or if you're digging on the 16th idea, the song though is bass notes. And a lot of times on that first down of the down, down, up, down, up, you throw a bass note in for the chord. So on the G you have low E for the bass, on the B minor you have the A for the bass, and on the E minor you have low E for the bass, on the C you have the A for the bass, on the D you have D for the bass, and on the A minor you have the A for the bass. So we can kind of try that next verse as a bass down, up, and you have the G, B minor, bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, or bass, bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, or bass, bass, down, down, up, bass, down, up. And all be cool little variations. So you have the G, E minor, E minor, our second chorus, which is kind of a double chorus. So we tried that with a bass down, up, down, up. We have the G, E minor, E minor, C, A minor, E minor, D major, D, or if you're digging on the 16th, G, E minor, then we going into our solo bridge part, and you may just want to work just downs through that, actually, kind of G, B minor, E minor, E minor, kind of bringing it down for that solo part, and then coming back in on a bridge with the G, B minor, what are you waiting for? Before we go into our last double chorus. And you can work that any of those ways we've been talking about. G, B minor, E minor. Or if you know there are licks around these chords too, definitely feel free to take this lesson and run with it any way you want to. Kind of see what you can say with the song too. You might be digging on that with the 16. Outros, kind of big downs again, kind of G, B minor, E minor, C major, and I know for myself I really want to play a big G at the very end, kind of make people clap. But that's the basics of how you can strum through Love Me Like You Do by Ellie Goulding, so good luck! Hi, wherever you are in YouTube land. This is Munson Summer with Munson Music Live, Munson Guitar Songs, Munson Covers, and Munson Jam Tracks. Thanking you for watching this video, and I hope you got something out of this video. I hope you like this video and subscribe to the channel to see lots more like it. I'm always open to your requests. If you have a song that you love, please let me know so I can write it down on the request list so I can add that to it, because there are probably other people out there who love that song too and would love to learn how to play it. So thanks so much for all the love that you give me, and I hope that you're doing well and kind of figuring out how you can talk with the instrument. We are a small music shop in the middle of nowhere in South Carolina, and you're supporting us by watching this channel. Really appreciate all that love. So best of luck, and let me know if there's anything that I can do to help you in particular too. You can contact me on Facebook. You can leave a message here in the comments section, and I respond to all the comments that I get. So best of luck to you wherever you are.